be a pro ball player.
He wants to be a lawyer.
I'll bet he wants to be a ball player. But if you're gonna marry him, it'll be better if he's a lawyer.
Why?
Then he won't be on the road. All that baseball hussies.
Who said anything about getting married?
It never crossed your mind?
He keeps saying he has something he wants to talk to me about. Sounds real nervous. He's such a little boy.
Hey, baby, how about a date?
Hey, college boy. Did you see Callison choke in the 9th inning last night?
Didn't choke. Yump robbed him. That last pitch was low and inside.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Walking in the sand.
These degenerates. You know, you're not like the rest of them.
Like, 'cause I play baseball?
Are you sure you're a fag?
You sure you're Italian?
Gin?
Yeah.
God bless us, Nelly Queens!
This domestic call came in every Friday night. Same damn couple. We finally shut them down with the blind policeman routine.
Blind policeman?
Yeah. Go to their door with a white stick and glasses, start taking down their report, tell them it's an equal opportunity program, throw up their faces, they're so thrown off they don't call for weeks.
You ever do blind policemen in your patrol days?
Gets them every time. The lady from Milwaukee is here.
She called twice yesterday for directions.
And she's an hour early. Mrs. Holtz?
I know I'm early. I can wait.
No, it's fine. I'm Detective Rush. This is Detective Valance.
Is it true Milwaukee smells like beer?
I've lived there too long to know. I haven't been here for a while.
What brings you now?
My son was murdered here in 1964. He was a student.
A robbery?
They said it was at first, and then they said something else.
What?
They said he'd been at a gay bar. My husband and I told him that was wrong, that Danny had a girlfriend. The world has changed so much.
What was your son's name?
Daniel Holtz.
Please, have a seat. You didn't know your son was gay?
I didn't want to know. And now, much too late, I realize that kept me from really knowing him.
Cops back then talk about other leads.
They mostly talked about my husband and I being nice people. I have a heart condition, a triple bypass. I'm running on fumes. If there's one thing I want to settle before I go, I think the police swept this under the rug, and my husband and I helped them do it. We didn't push.
We'll pull his case.
box.
Holtz with a Z.
I know. There's no box. Tough to live with, huh? She must have told the assigned detectives to lay off.
The civilian tells you to lay off. You do it?
No, I go harder. They get jumbled up a lot?
It's getting better. People are learning the alphabet, except Vera. Not every case is a box job. There isn't enough to fill a box.
Here it is. Living in a group home. Skimpy, huh?
Doesn't say high priority. Body was found in the alley behind a bar.
Queen Village. It's perfect.
This case gonna make you uneasy there, Scotty?
Nope.
Okay.
64. That's back when patrol cars were red.
Random street murder. Assigned detectives are both dead.
Gay bashing outside a bar that don't exist anymore.
And you have 3 civilian interviews.
Sounds like a winner, huh?
We got a shot.
You joined the patron saints of lost causes.
Ain't lost if I'm looking for it.
Ooh, you got him to drink the Kool-Aid. So where are you two gonna start?
Crime scene.
Queen Village.
That cracks him up.
Take Jeffries. Maybe he remembers the bar.
Someone saw what happened.
Someone always does, Lil.
So we'll find him. Knock on doors, ask neighborhood people. Someone will remember our guy.
Another optimist.
The hush room was over there, corner of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Is that what the cops called it?
That's what the residents called it.
Nice, huh?
Now,
Neighborhood's changed.
and night and day.
All the neighbors are long gone.
Yuppies pushed them out.
If it was so crappy, how come this Penn kid came all the way down here?
If you were gay in 64, this was the only game in town. If you wanted to socialize, this was the only place.
So why was Danny in this alley?
Got chased or ambushed?
Or lucky.
How would he have gotten back to campus in 64?
Subway.
Yeah, the direction from the hush room.
Maybe he found a friend who lived that away.
Caller saw the body splayed and protruding in the alley.
Who called it in?
Anonymous.
Boy, you got nada.
And we got a neighbor who saw nothing, a bartender who knew nothing, and a drag queen called Tinkerbell.
Plus, a note tossed in that Tinkerbell had a lead on who liked to kick queer ass in the neighborhood.
Let me guess. No follow-up, right?
Tinkerbell could have been a good ID, though, like a gang moniker.
That's how we find the thugs now.
You want to look for Tinkerbell?
And Never Neverland?
Or drag bars?
You sure that's the best job for me?
Definitely.
We should check the old arrest books at the district station house. Figure out who the area bullies were.
I'll go to the district house with you. You told the bars with me.
Sure. I ain't scared.
So what violations are we looking for?
Well, there wasn't a code for hate crimes. Certainly weren't calling it gay bashing.
So what? Male-on-male assaults?
Assault, drunken disorderly, disturbing the peace. The whole constellation.
South Philly thugs. Well, they probably got relatives in this book.
The hush room was managed by Anthony DeSica from 61 to 68.
We'll go and see him.
Our boss, Lieutenant Stillman.
Yes, I remember.
Mrs. Holtz.
Thank you for looking at this case again so much time later.
Well, no case is too old to open again, ma'am.
I never asked before. Does it say in there how exactly Danny died?
Blunt force trauma.
Beaten.
With a round wooden implement.
Baseball bat, maybe.
Oh, that would be too awful. There wasn't much Danny loved more than baseball. He was on the Penn team.
He must have been a decent player.
Shortstop.
In your original interview, Helen, you mentioned Danny's fiancée.
Well, girlfriend. He said his girlfriend, at least. The fiancé part maybe was my wishful thinking.
What about other friends?
Danny had a lot of friends.
Anyone that could have been a romantic interest? Looking back?
think you'll be there? We are early.
I don't know, but my feet are killing me. The Liberty Bell isn't that fascinating. Oh, I hear him. Danny, it's us. Honey, are you there?
Hey, Mom, just a second.
The world still is the same. You never change.
This is a friend from the law school. We were just studying. I thought you guys weren't coming back till later.
I'm late. I've got to go. So nice to meet you.
Did you guys have a good time?
We had a great time.
Mother loved it.
What time are we meeting Deborah?
I don't even know that boy's name. I know so little about his life.
Would Deborah know?
Maybe. Last I heard of her, she was applying to med school.
You remember her last name?
I could get it. She wrote us an awfully nice note when Danny died. If you find that boy, or whoever was important to Danny, will you let him know I'm here?
Sure.
You still want to go to the scene, ma'am?
I do. But I'm feeling too tired now.
Maybe tomorrow.
Here, I'll walk you out.
Hey, Queen Village, Boys and Thugs, circa 1964.
We extrapolated.
Thanks. You boys have fun tonight.
We want to talk to you about the hush room, Anthony.
Why are you asking about ancient history?
That's a business we're in.
Ralphie, finish this up. Everyone in the place don't need to know I worked in a queer bar.
Yeah, okay.
My uncle owned it. What can I say? I wasn't his favorite nephew. I got the booby prize job.
You remember this kid, Danny?
Yeah. I liked him. He was a baseball nut. That was the year the Phillies choked on the pennant race. They were 8.5 games ahead, and then they blew 10 straight in a row. So I had something to talk with him about.
Any idea who killed him?
Everybody hated those people.
How about a drag queen called Tinkerbell? You friendly with her?
They were all Tinkerbells to me.
You remember the night Danny died?
Yeah. Because of the raid.
What about it?
Cops was raiding us all the time. So we paid them off to tip us as to when they were coming.
What'd you do with the information?
I had a red light behind the bar. If people were dancing, the red light started, they knew to hurry up and get into boy-girl couples before the cops got there. Only that night, there was no warning.
How come?
I don't know. Maybe my uncle was late with the payoff.
Switch! Red alert! They're coming!
Cops ever do any damage?
Sure. Those kind of raids was open season on them fags.
There's nothing on the books about a police raid.
You're surprised?
This raid happened the night of a murder. That's pretty significant.
Yeah, well, things were different back then, Scott. The department isn't squeaky clean. There's a lot that's ugly in our past.
So now we got 2 secret worlds to break into. Gays and the history of the department.
Do you know about Russo's Raiders?
Heard stories.
Captain John Russo had an elite squad. They took care of business. Payoffs, raids, probably gay bashing too.
Nice.
So how do we find out what cops are on this raid?
Not from the records, Lil. That stuff was off the books.
How do we find out if Danny was beaten with a nightstick and not a bat?
We should stop calling them drag queens.
How come?
I think the last guy was offended.
That's what they call themselves, drag queens.
Don't mean we can.
Is it a slur? I don't think it is.
How about cross-dresser? That's not offensive, right?
No, it's neutral.
All right, let's go with that one this time. Hey, how's it going?
Super.
We're looking for an older gentleman, cross-dresser. Goes by the name of Tinkerbell.
Don't know.
You got any old-timers to hang out here?
There's an older crowd in the rooms upstairs.
What rooms?
The conversation rooms.
No, we're not Vice. We don't care about your rooms. We're looking for a witness.
Go on up. Just watch your body language if you don't want to get groped.
Danny's mom said you two dated in college.
I found out about Danny the hard way. I caught him and Hank kissing.
Damn you. Damn you.
I'm sorry.
Everything's a big lie. You're just a liar using me.
No. I love you. Nothing has to change.
What do you mean?
I mean, I do love you. I love you.
But not the way you're supposed to. Tell me.
Not as much.
As much as what?
As I love him.
Did you kill him? I mean, that would solve our case.
No, we became friends. Oh, gotta run.
Can we walk with you?
Do you know how to deliver a baby?
I can learn anything.
You know, I always wondered if it was just a random street thing. Something really bad was happening in his life.
Like what?
I think Danny was being blackmailed. He needed a chunk of money, and obviously he hadn't gotten a girl in trouble, as we used to say. But then I think, why would anyone blackmail Danny?
He didn't have a cent. Borrowed toothpaste.
Ooh, last warning.
Did you know his boyfriend?
Hank. Ambitious, master of the universe type. Law student.
What's Hank's last name?
Hank, what's the screwdriver?
Phillips?
Hank Phillips. I don't know what became of him. Danny didn't deserve what happened to him. And even though I'm the one who got her heart broken, Danny wasn't cruel. The world was.
The story is Tinkerbell had a nipple ring. Way ahead of his time with that. Anyway, in one of his many ass kickings, guy took a knife and tried to slice that ring right off. But there's a happy ending. Tink got the nipple reconstructed for free at the VA hospital. Doc there wrote it up as a combat wound she got fighting in Korea.
So Tinkerbell was in the army?
You know this doc's name, or Tinkerbell's?
That old queen sure got beaten up a lot. Someone at the VA may know her real name.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks for this. What do you got? Question I need answered. Quietly. Case is from 1964. We need to know about a weapon.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, this is Shelley. She's gonna do that research for us.
Oh, on the QT?
Mum's the word.
Vera should be finding true love right about now.
Back in 64, Tinkerbell came forward voluntarily. Wanted to talk about being assaulted. Tinkerbell's not a joke. So far, she's our most promising lead.
I got another one. From the law school alumni office.
You found Hank?
Oh, yeah, still lives in Philly. Henry Phillips.
That Henry Phillips? Your Honor, Detective Rush. Homicide. I'm here on a personal matter.
A personal matter of yours?
Of yours. I've reopened the Daniel Holtz case. You and he were both at Penn in 1964. You remember him?
He was murdered.
I understand you were close friends.
I'm not sure I can get into this.
I have no interest in prying into your personal life. I'm just trying to solve a homicide. We're looking into the theory it was a hate crime, a gay bashing.
Who brought that theory to the table?
His mother.
I don't remember him well enough to help you.
Well, take my card in case something jogs your memory. Like the fact that you cared about him.
I don't talk publicly about these things.
I understand.
I'd like to help you, but I need assurances.
Between you and me. No notes.
What do you want to know?
Was Danny being blackmailed?
No.
His friend Deborah said he needed money all of a sudden.
He wasn't being blackmailed. I was.
By who?
The management at a certain bar.
The Hush Room.
I went to that rat hole with Danny twice and almost had my life ruined. They were running an extortion scam out of there.
And a young law student was a good target.
You couldn't be a lawyer if you were gay back then. Moral turpitude.
So why was Danny trying to get money if you were the one blackmailed?
He felt responsible. He was responsible. I didn't mind being behind closed doors, but Danny wanted to be out on a scene.
That make you angry?
You think I killed him? In a disgusting alley? As a career move?
Not my best theory.
You know who really hated Danny? His teammates on the baseball team.
Hey, these yours? I know this place. You do? Yeah. Did you go there? I may have, yeah. Faggot.
From that day on, they made things really bad for him. Beaned him on purpose, wouldn't sit with him on the bus. He ended up quitting. But in those days, there was no such thing as a gay athlete, not at Penn or anywhere else.
Thank you for talking to me.
I needed to stay confidential.
There's one person I'd like to tell about our conversation. Danny's mom's in town. She'd like to hear from you. I hear you're running a dice game out of your warehouse, Anthony.
Dice game? What?
I heard bingo, dog fights.
Oh, all kinds of stuff to write you up on.
Come on, you guys. What do you want with me?
Tell us about the extortion scam.
Extortion? Why would we do that?
You tell us.
He was printing money, selling watered-down drinks to the queers, and it'd be bad for business.
Talk about bad for business. How much you charge for the dice game?
Ah, come on. Okay. My moron cousin hit a camera. Tried to hit up a couple of guys, looked like they had something to lose. My uncle almost ripped his throat out when he found out, for the reasons I cited above.
Bad for business.
My uncle shut him down. End of story. Believe me, my cousin was way too small time to plan a murder.
The raid that night, I need a name.
They taped over their name tags.
You usually got warning. Who gave it to you?
Bagman for the district captain.
But a guy picked up the payoff envelope?
Contributions to the Police Athletic Foundation.
His name?
He was a rookie. Nelson.
Was Officer Nelson at the bar the night Danny was killed?
He was always there.
That's very helpful, Anthony.
No, this is not a put-on. He went by the name Tinkerbell.
A Korean War vet. His chest area got in a little accident with a knife.
43 guys named Nelson on the job in the 60s.
So we track them all down.
Yeah. A crossdresser had a nipple ring.
The Penn baseball team?
Yeah?
They were in Ithaca, New York, the weekend of your murder, an away game. The entire lineup.
You looked that up?
I happen to have every sports record known to man.
Memorized.
20 less guys you gotta check out.
We have so many other suspects, it's sad.
Blackmail ring, rogue cops, neighborhood thugs.
There's a shortage of people who had it in for a gay kid.
Got the results you asked for.
He's okay.
Oh, thanks.
I called in a favor at the FBI lab. We used a pig's head to simulate the bruising wound pattern for the weapon and then compared that to the victim photographs.
And?
And that kid was not killed with a nightstick.
Well, that's a relief.
Thanks.
Thank the pig.
What's your guess about the weapon?
My money's on the classic baseball bat.
Thanks.
I found Tinkerbell. Real name, George Polk.
Mr. Polk? George Polk. Detective Rush, Philadelphia Police.
Go away!
I'm here about the 1964 murder of Daniel Holtz outside the Hush Room. You wanted to give a statement to police. I'm here to take it.
Took you a while to get back to me.
Yes, it did. Decided to get dressed up.
Yes, I did. You know, in my day, I was beaten up by every cop and fag basher in South Philly.
Cops beat you up for no reason?
The reason, young man, was hatred and career advancement. Captain Russo loved his fag bashing. We can only speculate why.
These are mugshots from the early 60s, arrests out of the 3rd District.
Is there a magnifier?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. These old eyes, you know, they need help.
Can I ask you something?
Please.
Why'd you flaunt the way you were if you knew people were gonna attack you for it?
You're a homicide detective?
He's new.
With what you see people do, you get upset about how a man dresses and who he loves?
I ain't upset. I'm just wondering if you're getting beaten up because you dress like a woman and you don't want to get beat up, why not stop dressing like a woman?
Because I was never a practical girl. Oh, he's one of them.
One of who?
The local monster. I remember his eyebrows. He was a ringleader.
What do you remember him doing?
I remember him hitting me and kicking me and throwing things.
You sure about him?
I'm sure. His mother would egg him on from the window of their little slum. And his name is Brian.
Timmy O'Brien. Lived around the corner from the Hush Room.
Uh-huh. 4th floor window, right?
Apartment 419.
If the local thugs did in that poor boy, this one was a part of it.
Thank you, Mr. Polk.
That Danny was a good one. A lot of spunk, but heartbroken because the Phillies did something with a pennant.
They blew the pennant race in '64.
That was it. And the boy was thrown off of the baseball team. And he was always trying to organize a game at the bar. I was going to be a cheerleader. I get the vapors just thinking about it.
You, Timmy O'Brien?
Yeah. What's it about?
Just, Following up a dog call from a long time ago.
All right.
You recognize this individual?
Maybe.
Ever get on a case?
Her?
Word is you took care of business with the local drag queens.
I didn't ask them to come to my neighborhood, start parading around the streets.
I hear you.
But I never hurt nobody.
I'm just carrying out a duty here. So, what did he do to these fine citizens?
Kid stuff. You know, harassing them like throwing stuff.
Bottles, sticks.
Chinese takeout.
How's that work?
When we had some leftovers, see a couple of fags on our street, we dumped the food on them. What's that? Salt with a deadly egg roll?
You ever see this kid?
Nah.
Because he was a local fag.
I don't recognize him.
Okay.
I ain't proud of all that stuff. Wouldn't want my kids to know I did it. It's just practice.
Good day.
Your Honor. Thanks for letting me know.
I wanted to meet her. The hotel said she was brought here last night.
How's she doing? Have you gone in?
No, I was nervous. Grown man, I'm scared to meet his mom.
So I'll go with you. Helen, this is Hank.
You're the boy who ran out of the room.
I guess so.
Hank. Any progress?
We've got at least one person of interest.
Who's that?
Local thug in the neighborhood. Told a story about throwing Chinese leftovers at gay men out on the street.
You talked to that man?
Yeah.
You wanted to know about Danny. In many ways, Danny was a man of his time. He lied about his life to some people. To you. In other ways, Danny was ahead of his time.
How?
He didn't hate himself. Somehow, he knew he had a right to exist.
You haven't told him, have you? My parents? Crazy? No way, huh? If they even suspected I was rooting for the Phillies against the Braves, I'd be dead to them. I could never go home again.
Hey guys, how's it going? You got some Chinese food, man. Weird faggots like Chinese food.
Hey, forget it. No, I want to see their faces. Officer, come on, Danny. Officer.
Danny was brave. I wasn't.
What happened after the Chinese food?
I went home. Danny came over later, and we fought. He stormed out, obviously went to the hush room, and I never saw him again.
Do you know the name of the officer he spoke to?
I have the paperwork. Danny threw it at me that night, called me a coward.
You kept it.
Anything I had of his, I kept.
You loved him.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Officer Paul Nelson took the report.
Nelson, same name Anthony gave us.
In '64, he was a rookie in the 3rd District. He worked under the command of Captain John Russo.
A Russo's raider.
He booked the city when he retired, lives out in Alden. Works at the cop shop at the Union Hall.
Go pay him a visit.
Paul Nelson?
Yes.
Lily Rush, homicide.
Scotty Valentin.
What can I do for you?
You took a complaint of harassment from a Daniel Holtz in 1964. Neighborhood boys threw food at them.
This kid was murdered the same night.
Yeah.
Want to tell us what you know?
I knew this day would come. Let's meet tomorrow. That kid Danny had moxie. Coming to me with the noodles dripping from his forehead. I asked him if he was the shortstop on the Penn baseball team. Because I recognized him. I went to some of them games.
You talked about baseball at a time like that?
I was embarrassed.
Embarrassed because he was a fag and you had to talk to him?
I thought the whole situation was embarrassing.
How old were you?
22. I just started on the job. I thought, I'm set. Next thing you know, I'm John Russo's bag man.
That didn't sit right with you?
Oh, I loved it at first. It was like going behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz. See how the whole thing works.
And the night of Danny's murder? How'd it work then?
I took the kid's report. That's it. Then they called a raid that night. Late. And I saw him again.
When you're young and so in love as we, and bewildered by the world we see, why do people that are so only those in love would know what a town without pity can do?
Next time I saw him, he was dead.
You know what, Nelson? That's the part I'm not buying.
I don't need to be talking to you.
But you are. Why?
You feel guilty about something?
I'm telling you what I know. Me and my partner chased a patron to the alley. We saw the kid's body splayed and protruding from the alley.
Splayed and protruding. That's what the caller said.
You made that anonymous call.
Don't do this to me.
Look, we're all cops here. It'll be handled right.
A cop didn't do this.
Forensics says it was a cop. Weapon was a nightstick.
That's wrong.
It's what the lab says.
Absolutely wrong.
Which you know is true because you were there. You saw what happened.
I didn't see all of it.
But you walked away?
I didn't know he was going to die. They were beating on him. And, yeah, we looked the other way.
Who were they?
Some guys I know in the neighborhood.
Who? Names?
I don't know.
You can't not know. It's what you're here for.
I want to show you something. That's my son and his partner. He thinks his old man is a good guy.
Which one's your son?
To do it for him.
Be a good guy.
Some days are worse than others. Yeah, no problem. Hey, here they are.
Hi, Timmy. Paul Nelson, your brother John's friend.
Yeah, it's been like 10 years.
Since your dad's weak.
What are you doing here?
He's giving you up to me.
You're going down for the murder of Daniel Holtz in 1964.
Paul.
Sorry.
Paul, you can't. No, you got to tell him what happened. You got to tell him what you really saw. It was self-defense. You gonna lie? You gotta tell the truth.
I'm gonna tell the truth, Timmy.
Where'd you come from, sweetheart?
You better start running.
Turn around and run.
Come over here. Go, faggot, run. Run, faggot.
Run, pansy boy. Go on, fag boy, run. Keep running, keep going. There you go. You better run.
You gonna run, pansy boy, huh? Keep running. What are you stopping for? What are you gonna do, huh?
Come here.
Queer, coward.
Yeah, here. Get it. You left.
Come on! Come on! Get the homo! Get that faggot!
To everything